DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Welcome to FLX Weekly here on Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. I'm Jim Sinacropi, live inside the FingerLakes1.com studios, and it's the last Wednesday of the month. That means it's Wine Wednesday, so I'll be joined by Katherine Chase from the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail, and Joe Gober of Americana Vineyards. Bacon on the Lakein is coming up 2 weekends, not this coming weekend, but starting March 9th, one of the more popular events, and there's bacon lovers out there, and this is definitely one for you, so stay tuned. We're going to taste some wine from Americana and pair it with some bacon treats that'll be available during Bacon on the Lakein on the weekend of March 9th. But first, Cafe 19 helps bring the show to you today. Breakfast, lunch, pastries, celebratory cakes, pies, and catering. Guaranteed fresh and always local at Cafe 19 in Seneca Falls. Also offering an assortment of beverages, including tea, coffee, and espresso drinks. My wife makes a daily stop to Cafe 19 for her morning coffee. Check out their full menu and weekly specials at xixcafe.com. And also, Go NetSpeed, the future of connection is here, and it's fiber made for how we live and work today. Go NetSpeed fiber is faster and stronger than anything out there. Check availability in your area as well as plans and pricing at gonetspeed.com. And get ready for fast and reliable fiber internet straight to your home. It comes straight to my home here in Seneca Falls, and I got to tell you, it's been a real game changer. Super reliable, super fast. Gonetspeed.com. So, Katherine, welcome back. It's the last Wednesday of the month, so you're here.
I am.
And this is one of the favorite annual events on the wine trail. It comes at a time where people have a little bit of cabin fever and the weather's starting to break, and it features bacon on the Lakein.
It's in its 9th year. We first introduced it in 2015, and I know some of our board members were kind of iffy about the whole idea, and they're eating their foot, whatever the expression is. They couldn't believe how well it's going. We have about 150 tickets left for next weekend, March 9th and 10th. And Joe is on here with me to showcase some of his wines paired with bacon as well. It's a unique pairing, but it's fantastic pairing.
Yeah, everything goes good with bacon, I think. Joe Gober, welcome back. Americana Vineyards, but you were here before.
Yeah.
How are things going?
Things are okay. Things are good.
Getting through the winter?
We've got a good Sweet Treats event for the Sweetheart. So, the weekends have been really busy through the winter, and Mother Nature has been pretty kind to us when we have 70-degree weather on yesterday, and it's an extra day this year. It's Happy Leap Year. So
that's right. Tomorrow's leap
in February.
Yeah, and the warm weather is in the extended forecast too, so good for us.
Yeah, next week's going to be warmer, but we're all talking about that with getting your tickets for Bacon on the Lakein coming up, and really, it's hard to be a vegan or a vegetarian and come to the wine trail for Bacon on the Lakein.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
but we got you covered.
If you're not a meat eater, you're still worth the trip.
Still worth the trip.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get too far in here, I think we better get going with some of the tasting and some of the offerings you have, because we got a lot to get to. So why don't you lead us through?
Well, I brought quite a bit, actually, because I'm a fan of bacon myself. But the food we're actually going to be doing for Bacon on the Lakein is the loaded baked potato and bacon soup.
Okay.
And we're going to pair that with either the Baco Noir or the Revolutionary Red. The Baco is the first one in the glass. It's a nice burgundy red. It's a hybrid grape, a French-American hybrid, hybridized in the 1800s by a hybridizer named Maurice Baco. Been grown in the Finger Lakes for like 100 years. We ferment ours with the skins on in the fermentation tank, and have a little bit of the Baco, have a little of the baked potato soup with bacon,
Fantastic.
and then a little more Baco with that. Same with the Revolutionary Red.
I forget how much I like Baco until I try it every time again. It's dry, but it's got a little bit of fruitiness to it, so it's perfect. It's kind of like dry red light. It's a really good way to introduce yourself if you're not super into dry reds like myself.
Yeah, this is great. So loaded baked potato soup. Tell us a little bit about the soup, as you can see.
Well, of course, you start with bacon, and you're in your Dutch oven, and you cook up the bacon, and then add onions and celery and carrots. Remove the bacon, and then you start with the chicken stock. But you got to start with baked potatoes. So the first thing you do is you bake your potatoes. I like to put a little garlic and powder and salt around them. I poke them with a fork and put them in the oven. And then we just add it all. All the recipes are included when you get your ticket.
I love that you kept the skin on the potatoes. I love
Gotta
that.
keep the
I love
skins.
that texture
Gotta keep the
myself.
skins.
Yeah,
A little crunch and
goes
otherwise.
really well with this
soft
Baco
soup.
too.
Oh yeah, the
I haven't-
wine's amazing.
I have to
Yeah,
try the
yeah,
other.
try it with the Revolutionary Red as well. Now, the Revolutionary Red is a Meritage blend of French-American hybrids like the Baco Noir. We blend together specifically each year for continuity. And it's more, I describe it as a Finger Lakes Merlot with some of that jamminess.
Yeah, that's good too.
It's hard to tell. That's why I brought both, because it goes well with both.
Yeah. Do you want us to choose our favorite so you know which to pair for the year?
No, everyone has their favorite, and they come to the Finger Lakes and taste the wines to pick their favorites out. That's why we make a wide variety of wines from dry to sweet. We have some fruit wines and some other things as well.
Both are excellent. I really do. I think I prefer the Boca. It's Baco. I mean, it's great.
They both pair well though. They're
Oh yeah.
both perfectly paired.
Yeah, I mean the thing about bacon is you get that saltiness.
Right, savory, very savory.
I think
So-
I like the Revolutionary Red pairing better. Actually.
Like Joe said, you come to the Finger
Yeah,
Lakes, you
everyone's
choose
different.
what
Yeah,
you like.
it does pair. The
I-
soup took that fruitiness away from the Baco, but it didn't quite change the Revolutionary as much. So that's what I enjoyed about the pairing.
But both
Well, my
delicious.
honest answer is when we made the Revolutionary Red in mind, we had Thanksgiving and deep fried turkey in mind. And you get a little bit of that same bacon greasiness when you deep fry a
Yeah,
turkey
yeah.
with that. So that's kind of why we did that.
Yeah.
So imagine that deep fried turkey or bacon or, oh my God, there's so many delicious
So
foods.
it's a good Thanksgiving wine too.
Yeah, or these would go great with pasta.
Yeah.
With red sauce. Yeah, delicious.
Chicken parm, all of it. Yeah, those are great.
So in preparing for the bacon on the Lakein, I went through many recipes and lots of different ideas.
A tough
about
job, but
what
someone's
to-
got to
what
do
serve.
it.
Kathy got a lot of the pictures as I was going through. So the next one is a pineapple, a little hot dog wrapped in bacon with maple syrup and a little brown sugar on it that we bake in the oven. And I have that paired with the Riesling.
Okay.
We moved on to the white wines now.
Yeah, this is everything anybody could want, right?
This is
A little
everything
sweetness
anybody
from
can
the
want.
Pineapple.
You have a few Rieslings. Is this your dry?
This is
or
just
your
on my dry
semi?
Riesling.
Okay. It's good.
Rieslings have fireworks on their labels because we're known for our fireworks display in the summer. So the pictures that are on the labels are actually from our fireworks
Oh,
display.
cool. I'm not sure how to
You get the
dive into it.
saltiness and the sweetness.
And then wash it away with a beautiful Riesling.
Beautiful Riesling.
Yeah.
And the Finger Lakes is known for their beautiful Rieslings.
I haven't met too many that I didn't like.
Yeah, this was really good. Love your wine. Can't go wrong. I have a few bottles at home that are in my cellar that I'll probably drink 3 or 4 years of the reds. And of course, like what I like to get a couple, one to drink right away and one to put down, and give it a few years.
Well, that's why we invite people to come back every year and explore, because every year the wines, Mother Nature doesn't give us the same weather pattern every year, as we all know. But
Yes,
every
we
year
all
the
know if we
wines,
go outside
wines
today.
get a little bit different. We try for continuity, but we have really, really winning years, and some years that they're just okay.
How was the summer of 2023? In the fall, the harvest?
Well, we got hit by the southern end of the Finger Lakes got hit by that late frost in May.
Yep.
So we had some issues dealing with that, and but turned out to be okay. So
Mm-hmm.
good. You know,
Thankfully, yeah.
thankfully,
Yeah, there's good and bad to that. I mean, sometimes you get the perfect conditions and an excellent, unbelievable yield and quality and quantity, and then other years not so much. It's a tough business from that perspective.
yeah. Being a farmer is
Mhm.
being a vineyardist is the hardest of the businesses. And then dealing with the tasting room and customers, you
Yeah.
know, there's a lot.
I suppose even especially with grapes because you're dealing with vines that take years to mature. Whereas, I mean, I don't want to speak out of something I don't know about, but a farmer who maybe plants corn, the next year they can come back
What's an investment of 3 to 5 years before you get a
for the grapevines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the corn is the seed, and you
Mhm.
just replant that. You can't necessarily just replant your grapevine. You have
Well-
to graft it, and yeah.
Yep.
So the next on the list is this something I was playing with. It is a candied bacon on a club cracker. It's simple. It's easy to do if you have friends or company coming over. So a club cracker, a nice slice of bacon, and I put some light brown sugar on it, and I put it in the oven.
And what are
That's
we
going to
drinking
be with
this?
our Cayuga White. Now the
Okay.
Cayuga White's a little bit lighter than the Riesling, green apple characteristic, more of a fresh springtime pop. And I thought that it would go really nice with the combination of the salty cracker and bacon and the little bit of the sweetness of the.
I love your Cayuga White. It's much drier than a lot of the other ones you try, and I love that.
But still,
hmm
the sweet grapiness
Yeah,
to it. I mean, that's what I like about
Mm.
Hugo White or Niagara type. A glass every now and then is something a little more jammy and sweet, and
Yeah.
it's fine by
It's
me.
my favorite pairing wine. So if you're gonna do a cheese board with some cheddars and provolones and some different cheeses, the Cayuga White is the one to take on that picnic. Like
Yeah.
all you need is a nice big loaf of crusty French or Italian bread, some cheese, and some fresh fruit, and it's with a bottle of Cayuga
Bacon and
White.
crackers
It's a
work
delicious-
too, because this is
And you
pretty
got
good.
the
This might
crackers.
be.
It is really
It's
good.
about as simple as you can get. You know.
So Americana is not serving that. Like you said, he's doing the soup, but
The
actually,
soup is our event food.
Yeah.
This is stuff that I experimented with for the event to see if we were going to make that.
But
And you might
coincidentally-
find lots of tasty treats
Yeah.
from the other wineries.
yeah,
that are
Lucas Vineyards
similar
is
to that.
doing this, similar to this. Yeah, so you will not miss it if you buy tickets. I don't know what cracker they're using.
Yeah, explain to someone exactly how this would work. You buy your ticket, then what?
So you buy your ticket and you choose a winery to start at. Your
Right.
starting winery is where you get your paper ticket, you get your glass, and you start your day there. After
And it
that,
can be any winery participating. Can be your starting
correct.
winery. Okay.
But we're down to the wire now, so a lot are sold out.
Mhm.
Just for starting. It doesn't mean you can't go there, you just can't go there first. So after your starting winery, it's really self-guided. You can go at your own pace and your own leisure. You can go north to south, south to north. You can bounce around, do as you please. At each winery, you get the wine and food pairing and 3 additional wine tastings at all 10 wineries.
So
And
that'd
you
be-
get the recipe collection, so you can
and is it
recreate.
true with this event too that if you go, you can go both days on the same ticket?
You can go both days, but you can only go to each winery once. You
Right.
can't do all 10 Saturday, all 10 Sunday, but you can
Right.
divide it up, spend your time, take your time, and enjoy your bacon.
Good
and
luck
wine
doing all
here.
10 in one day anyway, right?
Yeah, well, you could do it, but you're not really enjoying it, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay.
And tickets are $59 for a single, and $32 for a designated driver. So designated driver gets everything but the wine. They still get
They get the bacon.
they get the bacon, they get coffee, non-alcoholic drinks. And this is statistically our most attended event for designated drivers. I think a lot of people just like the bacon, or they want someone to drive them so they can enjoy themselves. But
Sure.
Yep.
All right. So
And last but not least, Americana is known for the fudge that we make at Americana, from chocolate to vanilla to
pumpkin to
you can buy it just like this, right?
to
Yep.
butter beer. That's our fudge. And today, guess what? Surprise! We're having maple bacon fudge that I made.
And we're
so
pairing it
We're
with.
going to pair it with our sweet rosy wine. So
Oh, yeah.
you're going to have a little bit of the fudge first. Let the fudge melt on your tongue and the
didn't follow
bacon
the
for
rule.
just a little bit. And then with some of that fudge still in your mouth, wash it down with the rest of the wine. Wine, fudge, wine. It's our famous saying at Americana. We've been doing it for 20-something years now. It's going to be 30 years there almost with me as the owner of Americana.
The fudge is really good.
And it's maple season, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have maple festivals coming up. We have maple nut, plain maple, and maple bacon fudge available in the tasting room for you. But this pairing,
It's amazing.
good.
This
Yeah, it
pairing is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It was like they were made for each other.
well,
I
that's
think
what I
Sweet
go
Rosie
for.
goes
That's
with
what
all
I
your
try.
fudges.
Yeah,
Are you the one who makes all the fudge?
I make the fudge.
Slaving back there in the kitchen?
I make the
Yep.
I make the fudge, and I alter the recipes. And if it doesn't come out right, I add a little this or a little that. But the maple bacon fudge is on.
Yeah, that is
is on
really
par.
good. Mm-hmm.
Is on par. And
It's
the
not
regular
overly mapley. It's just right.
Yeah. Well, I think the bit of bacon cuts some of that
Yeah,
sweetness
the salt
out
does.
because the maple fudge is a little sweeter, the plain maple fudge.
But once you say you let it melt on your tongue, then you take a little bit of the wine, and it's a pretty unique experience.
The
Really
most
good.
popular fudge that I make is the wineberry. Now, the wineberry has Baco Noir in it,
Ah, okay.
so I'll get fresh raspberry and Baco Noir and chocolate fudge. It's
Mm.
really good. But since we're talking about bacon, we're coming into maple season, maple bacon fudge. And we have a wide variety of other wines, very popular wines, the Crystal Lake, the Indian Summer, the November Harvest. We have blueberry wines, the Sapphire, which is up on the
I brought
table
a
there.
blueberry wine over the summer, I think it was, your dry blueberry. Yep.
Yeah, we have our Velvet, a dried oak aged blueberry. So lots to choose from. See, he's going for more
You
wine.
gotta go for a little more of the sweet rosy so I can finish off that maple, because that is really something unique.
So we're right at the southern end of Seneca County, right 3 miles from the county line to Tompkins County. So come on down.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
wine
property, big, expansive backyard.
Very dog friendly. Our dog, Mr. Maverick, will be at the door waiting to greet you, looking for a treat. And,
He takes his job very seriously,
he
too.
does.
Very, very seriously.
But, we got all kinds of events coming up. If you can't make bacon, the Wine Trail has the Wine and Herb coming up in April and May.
Yep.
The winery's got a solstice weekend before the
Eclipse?
The
sun
eclipse,
goes out, the eclipse. So,
They got the
each
dog
winery will be
event,
doing an
yeah.
individual. We might be doing like special cookies and different specials.
Yep.
Wine glasses, solstice wine glasses.
Wine eyeglasses.
and eyeglasses as well, so you can look
Yeah.
at it. So
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get over the fudge.
And the
And then
maple
the-
makes it breakfast friendly.
Wow. So yeah, solar eclipse. What's going on with the wineries at solar eclipse? Anything?
Yeah, so the solar eclipse is on Monday. We have 3 of our northern
April
wineries.
9th?
April 8th.
April 8th.
3 of our northern wineries will actually experience full totality that Monday. But the Saturday and Sunday, we are hosting what we call Sips to the Eclipse. It is a 2-day promotion where each of the wineries can offer something fun. It's free to attend, so you can go. So Cayuga Ridge is offering half moon cookies with their tastings. Some of the wineries have special totality wines or wine and food pairings that are black and white, or special slushies, different things to get you out and about. It's going to be a busy weekend in this entire region.
We're almost a month away. We've been talking about
Yes,
this for a
I
year.
know. It feels like it's been forever, and now it's just suddenly here.
Yep, we got to
Yep.
get through March, which, hey man, March is the new April. You know,
Yeah, that's
around
fair.
here with global warming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, February was the new summer. I mean, it was 75 degrees
Wow.
yesterday.
You know, this February could have passed for April,
Yeah.
and it continues to.
It is
That's
a
the
little
scary
worrisome,
part,
though.
'cause the
Yeah.
plants are going to get the wrong idea and come to bloom early, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
we're going to get cold again.
I've got plants popping out in my garden.
I was looking at my lawn, and I was wondering, is it like waking up now? Is like
Yeah.
it's starting to
It
grow? And I imagine if we continue with, this weekend 50s and 60s, and Monday 60, consecutive days like that, I think the things will
Something's gonna
start
bud.
growing. Yeah. Well, I don't want to complain
We
about
got plenty
that.
of wine to help you get through that.
Yeah.
Right.
But pray for your vineyardists in case it gets cold.
What's your website, Joe?
We're at AmericanaVineyards.com. We're on Instagram and Facebook, Americana Wine. You'll see my face there, and my posts on. I love sunrises, so I post a lot of sunrises on the website. But lots of wine specials, and of course, Maverick has.
He's got his own ID.
He's got
yeah.
his own ID, so and he's on the
Yeah.
thing. So
I got to tell you, if you're watching this from the north end of the lakes, Geneva, Waterloo, Seneca Falls. Definitely worth the trip down Cayuga Lake to get to Americana.
Absolutely.
It's a unique place. It's very private. And like I say, it's expansive. You can find your own place for you and your group to make your own and relax outside, inside, and you can get some fudge.
Yeah. Wine fudge wine.
Oh, and some wine.
Wine fudge wine.
Yep.
Delicious wine. Real good customer service. A friendly face to see. The comments are, we love the place. It's very comfortable. It's not intimidating at all. And we can explain the wines. The tasters explain the wines and tell you a little bit of the history, because there's some good history with all the wines. We've been doing this for a little while.
Were you growing hops out back for a while?
We are growing hops out back.
Yeah, what's the end game with that?
Well, brewing beer.
In-house?
We did have a brewery, but we kind of closed that during COVID and
Yeah.
haven't reopened it yet.
But the hops are still on the...
Hops still there. They're perennial. They come back every year. They'll need attending whether we use them or not. And I'm a bee man, so we have some beehives back there as well. So.
Speak to that a little bit in terms of are the population of bees, are they coming back? Is it down? I mean, it's something that's been a point of contention, not only here, but across the country, I think, or maybe even the world.
No, I mean, they're in danger. This year we had some mite issues, so we lost a couple. I had like 2 hives that I lost.
The mites invade the hives?
Yeah.
We're talking just honeybees, correct?
Honeybees.
Not the mean bees that we don't want.
Right.
No, honeybees.
Okay.
Yeah, no, honey,
I
everybody...
call it Gober's Gold, the
Oh,
honey
cute.
that I get, because it's really kind of rich and dark.
Yeah,
honey.
yeah.
No, there's
I don't
nothing
really
like
share that. That's mine.
truly
What's your
local honey.
personal stash? That's
True.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, truly local honey will cure what ails you. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. Speaking of weather, I touched on it a little bit, but this weekend's going to be a real treat, and it's going to be. We're filming this on Wednesday, and you can feel the weather changing a little bit right now. A lot more rain south of us here where we are in Seneca Falls, but wet, windy day. Wind's going to pick up over the night, and then Thursday, temperatures are going to really drop. Flash freeze, maybe they're saying, but that'll be short-lived, because Friday you're looking at a sunny day with a high near 52, just a little breezy, and then Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 54 with a south wind, pushing the temperatures up on Sunday to 60, maybe even into the 60s under more sunny skies. And then Monday heading back to work, which would be March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 63 for the high.
Oof.
And then if you look beyond that too, they're saying more sun in 60s, maybe a little bit of rain by midweek, but even that's not a guarantee. Tough to get too far ahead in the forecast.
That's a wild March.
But yeah, it's nuts, and it seems to happen more frequently now. Where I almost get to the point where we can expect it. Golf courses, instead of having their opening day on April 1st, maybe they want to make it March 15th.
Yeah, it's so weird. My sister was born in the blizzard of '93, and that was March 14th.
Oh,
So there was 4 feet of snow then, and now we're looking at 60-something degrees leading up to that, and it's just.
Yeah, I remember that. I was at school at Syracuse University, and it was the first day in 100 years that they canceled.
Yeah.
School.
Now we don't even consider that as an option. Really.
No, we haven't had a
March,
blizzard. We haven't had.
They always get a storm in March. We always get
Yeah.
a winter storm.
We've had some, yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes it's in April.
I've seen it snow on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
in May.
2020 we had May snow, I think it was.
Yeah. So
remember
I guess
that.
we're not out of the woods yet.
Not really. We shouldn't be so confident.
But yeah, we
It'll
have.
be a perfect weekend to go to the wineries. It'll be nice out.
Yeah. Cure your cabin
Yeah,
fever for sure.
Absolutely.
And if you can't make it to the event next weekend, the wineries are open this weekend.
Yep.
You bring your own bacon.
Yeah.
I have
Little
maple
pocket
bacon.
bacon.
He's got the
bacon
fudge.
Got the
is
bacon
available in
fudge.
the tasting room.
If you do go to Americana, get the rosy with the maple bacon. Trust me on that. It's just a experience like I've never had before.
That's his professional opinion.
That's
Yeah,
Yep.
very good, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming up, Joe. Thanks for bringing all the nice treats. Bacon on the Lakein, March 9th and 10th on the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail. Tickets at the website.
CayugaWineTrail.com. Yep.
There they are.
There they are.
And yeah, you'll pick a starting winery, and then basically you're on your own to visit as many as you feel like. If you want to make it a 2-day event, head out in the afternoon both days. You can do that too. Just different wineries, but definitely one of the more popular events.
Absolutely. Do you have a couple seconds
Yeah,
to
go
hear
for it.
what some of the other food options are?
Yeah,
We have
let
this
her rip.
loaded baked potato soup. There's bacon mac and cheese. There's chicken bacon tortellini soup. I cannot wait to try this one. It's caramelized onion bacon and ricotta tart. There's candy bacon sweet potato cupcakes. There's maple bacon ice cream. So it's a nice diverse way to taste bacon. There's not just slabs of bacon everywhere, which isn't terrible,
It's not a bad thing.
but it's unique bacon tastings all the way through.
Right, like the soup, for example. Bacon's in there, but it's not like a bowl of bacon. It's it's a really delicious bowl of soup, of baked potato soup, pretty hearty.
Yep.
So
For when we do get cold tomorrow.
short-lived though, remember. So yeah, I should mention too, championship weekend for high school basketball. We'll be live at the Blue Cross Arena, and I think the girls, Paul, are at FLCC. We're going to cover as many local teams in these championship games as we can. I know personally I'll be doing Marcus Whitman at 5 p.m. Friday night against Avon, followed by Minders and Hornell at 7 o'clock on FL1 Radio. So follow our coverage. If you can't listen to our live broadcast, you can always get the results later that evening, posted by Kyle Evans on FingerLakes1.com. But thanks again, Joe, for coming in. Good luck with the 2024 season, which is now underway.
Yep.
And Katherine, good luck with baking on the Lakein. Always good to have you in. Thanks for setting things up here for another Wine Wednesday. Next Wine Wednesday, we're really going to be into it. It'll be the end of March.
Yep.
April will be, right around the corner. So I think we did it. We made it.
We made it.
Through another winner here in the Finger Lakes. So thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed the show, click like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back next Wednesday for our first show of March. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody, here in the Finger Lakes.